Hi.
Hello. Hi, my name is David.
Yeah, my name is Mehmet Ali.
Yeah, Mehmet. Good to see
Yes,
you.
thank you. I am from Turkey. You are from Canada, I guess.
Yes, fantastic. Turkey. Excellent.
Yes, I think I talk with you.
I
I guess.
I think
But
maybe a
yeah,
week or two ago.
yes. But you can't maybe remember me. It's very natural because the ambience was very dark, which I could.
Oh, okay. Because I looked at the name before your picture came up and I thought, Mehmet, I remember somebody like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
No, fantastic.
yeah.
So,
How are you, sir, today?
well, today I'm doing good. You are my first student of the day
Oh,
because
really?
it's morning. It's the morning here.
It's almost night in here.
Yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning. I finished eating some breakfast and I'm ready to go.
It's 8 o'clock in here at night.
Oh, wow. So you are 10 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, really. Yeah, yes, almost. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So that's good. So what have you been practicing with in the last little while? How have you been learning your English?
I want to learn English for my interviews, which I will take maybe in 3 months. The airlines interviews. I want
Oh,
to be a pilot. Yes, I'm getting some piloting training, and I want to also get IELTS and TOEFL scores for job applies to airlines. So I just improve my pronunciation. Maybe I want to improve my IELTS and TOEFL speaking section.
mhm.
So that's my purpose.
Yeah. So the one thing to improve your speaking is to try and lose the Turkish accent in the background of your English. So when we all learn another language, but we all sound like we're English on top of French or Turkish and then English. So there's a little bit of I can hear a little bit of Turkish in the background when you speak. And
Hmm.
the way that shows up is if I have to just find a paragraph to read. Uh, Please read back of receipt for returns policy. Canadian Tire will not accept purchase returns without original receipt. So the words become a little choppy
Yeah.
when you speak. So the best thing now, your grammar is not too bad. We can
Yeah.
always learn a little pronunciation,
Yeah.
but if the sentences are broken up into syllables like this, it doesn't sound very smooth
Yeah.
when you talk.
Yeah.
And so if we can find a way to smoothen out your sentences,
Yeah.
then it'll sound a little more native English,
Yeah.
even if you just speak the same words. So there are two ways, and maybe I talked about them before, I don't know, but one is with poetry.
Poetry.
Poetry, yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, but if you read English poetry, especially more like children's poetry, the lines have to rhyme. So if one line sounds like the next line, that kind of poetry, not poetry from Shakespeare or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Basic poetry. Yeah.
yeah. It has the lines have to sound like the other lines, so it has to rhyme. And then if you read those, it forces you to read them as complete phrases. So it forces you to read one whole line, and then now I'm reading the next line, and it's like a children's speech, but then your speech becomes more smooth for each of the lines that you speak, and the words blend together instead of being choppy. And so that's one way of helping. And you can Probably on the internet, you can search for English children's poetry. And there are many, many poems. Most of them are maybe 4 lines long or 6 lines long. So they're very, very short.
Yeah.
You can even memorize them. You say them so many times, you're going to work and you're going, the 1L Lama, he's a priest. The 2L Lama, he's a beast. But I will bet a silk pajama you never saw a 3L Lama. And you're saying, what am I saying these poems for? But because you are learning them and your voice and your mind is beginning to learn the sing-song of a poem.
Yeah.
You know? And of course, there are longer ones. I know an old lady who swallowed a squash. Oh my gosh, a fat yellow squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider. And the poem just keeps going. This one is a book like that.
Yeah.
It's a crazy book to read to little children, when it's time to go to bed. Everybody's got these books. And of course, the other method is shadowing movies. And, you find a movie on YouTube, or you find a movie, a DVD, or not in the theater, because you must repeat what the person says. So if the character says, well, it's great to be in this city, I think I'll rent a car. Then you say, well, it's great to be in the city, I think I'll rent a car. So you have to say it out loud so you can hear him and you hear you, and you can hear the difference.
Yeah.
Too. And then the next time you say a sentence, you will try a little harder to sound like him. And soon your language begins to change, and your language changes to sound like a Hollywood movie actor. But that's good. That's good, because then you lose the original Turkish accent.
Yeah. I'm not a talented student in English, but I'm working. I will work hard for it because I have motivation for it. And also I like watch some American TV series. For example, nowadays I'm watching This Is Us. It's a very good family movie, TV series, and also I like watch it with my family, with my wife. So sometimes if I have enough time for practicing, I can find the subtitles in English of the TV series in websites, and sometimes I can print out and I can try to find the vocabulary which I don't know, and try to look the sentences, try to, but I will also pronounce the sentences, and maybe I will record the sentences after your recommendations. And also I have a daughter, so I can read the sorry for connection.
He's back.
Yeah. I said that I have a daughter. Maybe the poetries I can read to my daughter before sleep. But the poetry idea was wonderful. I haven't heard it before. It was very beneficial.
How old is your daughter?
She's 2.5 years old.
Oh, okay. So she's already learning some English words?
Yeah, sometimes from her father, sometimes, and also she watched some videos from YouTube, some of them in English, so she learned something. Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I would like to grow up her a multilingual person. Is very important. I want to be, world citizen as a pilot. So I want that to my daughter, but she will maybe more like from me, because she will learn English or some other languages maybe in her early age.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Children are so good at learning a language. It's, we think, well, 2 years is too young. Nope. It's amazing what they learn.
Yes, maybe at least they learn the sounds, In
Mhm.
some languages, some sounds exist, but some sounds not. So
Yeah.
it differs from language to language. So here some different tones, which comes from other languages, is very important. Maybe at the later age, it will help.
I'm guessing that in Turkey, parents are just like parents here. You begin to teach your children, where is your hair? Where are your ears? And
Yeah,
so you say
exactly.
things like that. So you can say in Turkish, you can say eyes, and she points to her eyes, and then you say it in English, and she can still point to her eyes again. So you
Yeah,
can body parts. We start with body parts.
yeah,
All
it's good
because
start for
it's
learning.
so easy for the children to
Yeah,
point. Yeah,
yeah,
and
it's
they look,
very good recommendation. Thank you.
and tongue, and you can make a sound. You can say paper,
Yeah,
and in Turkish you say the word paper, and
yeah,
they learn that it doesn't. They don't learn one is English and one is Turkish. They just learn there's two words for that. One
yeah,
sounds like this, and one sounds like that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's good recommendation. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
How about the weather in Canada? Is it cold?
Yeah, well, it's yesterday was warmed up. I haven't checked today. Oh, it cooled off again today. So
Oh,
-1. So
yeah.
yeah, it's cold, but it hasn't snowed for maybe 4 days. So the snow has there's a little bit, but most of it has melted because it's been
Mm,
warm for a couple of days. But I see
mm,
now it's cold again, and oh, plus 4 this afternoon. It's going to be warm.
mm. Do you think the global warming will affect Canada? Canada? Maybe it will be heater hot place, or the average
Well, there are
Celsius.
certainly some places way up north where people claim that global warming has affected it. They say, oh, the ice is melting and the polar bears are in a place where they never were before. But they're only comparing it to 50, 60 years ago. So temperatures change. We have minor changes all the time. So is it global warming or is it just a little trend that's going?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not a big buyer into global warming. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe some things are changing a little bit, but I would bet in 20 years it's back the other way again. We've always had different types of seasons that change over
Yeah.
20 years. So Canada is so huge and it's mostly empty. Uh,
Yeah.
we only have 36 million people, and the area is, I don't even know, it's huge.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's trees, and nobody is anywhere near. There's no people. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty amazing, but it's life. I guess you would like it because in Turkey, it's mostly rock or not growing.
No, there's some green places and
Um,
rocks, yes, but our times
yeah,
already
we're
finished.
watching
Thank you
that
very
and it's
much.
going away.
Yeah, it was a nice conversation. Have a nice